Let's snap it with a rivalry that inspires passion bordering on hatred, according to Rich Brooks of Kentucky. His Cats taking on Louisville. Andre Woodson finding John Connor, and the Cats, who had lost 4 straight to their hated rivals, surge on top in the third. Ensuing kickoff. No lane discipline for the Cats. Mark May, Trent Guy gone.
And never slow down, Trent Guy. Look at him, 100 miles an hour, never breaks stride, goes all the way down the sidelines. 100 yards for the score for Louisville.
The Ville is in the house. 28-26, Louisville on top. Beginning of the fourth. Cats still down by 2. Woodson Lou finding Jacob Tammy.
Just tremendous catch, but what a great throw. Great arm strength by Woodson. Great effort on both parts.
33-28, and back and forth we go. Inside 2 minutes, Anthony Allen. Louisville surges back on top. Failed 2-point conversion. We have a 1-point game. Final drive for Kentucky. 4th and 1. Woodson, Tammy, complete. Move the sticks. Later in the drive, after a devastating, it seemed, personal foul penalty against the Cats, Woodson. Oh, deep is the deepest. Wide is the widest. Nobody home. Steve Johnson with a Pontiac game-changing nominee. The Cats with half a minute to go. You guys remember the miracle in the Bluegrass? LSU heaving a desperation pass and beating Kentucky when the Cats thought they had it won in this very stadium. Brom does it again to Harry Douglas. But this time, sound in the celebration. Cats wait till it's over, and it is over. Their 4-game losing streak is, it seems, as we start to get into the conference battles. Arkansas and Alabama. Nick Saban's first big home game. Casey Dick drops back to pass. Deflection by Wallace Gilberry, picked by Darren Mustin. Tide defense was tough early. Following the turnover, John Parker Wilson. DJ Hall threading the needle.
And if you want the touchdown, you have to fight for it, and DJ Hall does on that play.
Hall would pass the great legendary Ozzie Newsome to become Alabama's all-time leading receiver in this game. 35 yards. Tide rolling 21-0. Here's the Heisman candidate, the Doak Walker winner, Darren McFadden. And the Right Reverend says the Razorback congregation is going to rise up. And there goes McFadden in. And Nick Saban's team has coughed up a 31-10 lead. It's a tie game later in the fourth after an Alabama turnover. Casey Dick, Peyton Hillis, the Hogs, whooping all the way back, 38-31. 38-34, Lou. Arkansas, no timeouts left for Alabama.
No, and this was a 3rd down play. Had they run the football, they'd have been able to take 45 to 50 seconds off the clock guaranteed.
So Alabama hits a last chance, throwing for Keith Brown, and interference called on Kevin Woods. Now, Alabama thought that they had gotten the wrong end of a non-call earlier, but they might have gotten the benefit of the doubt that time, Mayday.
They definitely did.
And so with 14 ticks to go, 3rd down, Pontiac game-changing nominee Wilson to Matt Caddell. Touchdown! Alabama, after giving up the big lead, they come roaring back and score a touchdown with less than 10 seconds to go. And the Crimson Tide breaking Darren McFadden's heart, 41-38. The final attempt, Casey Dick, London Crawford, Peyton Hillis going to run for a while, but they get him on the ground, and Alabama slips out with a 41-38 victory. The Crimson Tide. Tough stretch for USC with a lot of road games. #1 team in the land going to the Children of the Corn to take on Nebraska. John David Booty, Stanley Havili. Trojans lead 7-0. First quarter, Corey Glenn barreling in, and the Huskers believing. Game tied at 7. Another of those great USC young backs, Stephon Johnson.
Well, just great blocking up front. I think Mark May could have ran through that hole.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
USC up 21-10 at the half. Booty, little play action roll. Anthony McCoy, touchdown, 28-10 Trojans, and the Trojans are rolling. Shake and bake.
Shake and bake, baby.
Ricky Bobby, please. 28-10, Sam Keller threw 5 interceptions against USC as an Arizona State quarterback. Threw one there, led to another Trojan touchdown as Kyle Moore returned it inside the 5. 49-31 is the final there as Bill Callahan falls to 0-6 against the top 10 teams and does not get that signature victory that the Huskers hoped they could get. Booty, normal day, a solid all-around team win for the Trojans. Chris Fowler and the guys were there to see it. The annual September SEC East Crucible. Tennessee and Florida in the swamp. Tim Tebow trying to stretch the Gators' winning streak to 10 games, but it wasn't Superman Tebow Man that got things started. It was Brandon James on the punt return, Luke.
Just fine execution, handles the ball well. That's what makes Florida so explosive. They have so many people like Brandon James that can break the game open.
And Mark, you said a couple of nights ago, Tebow needs a cape. He also needs Riley Cooper. Nice throw.
Wonderful throw by Tim Tebow, but a better catch by Riley Cooper, keeping his eyes on the ball over the defender coming down with the score.
Cooper has 9 career catches, 6 of them for touchdowns. Now Tebow doing what he did a lot of last year, running it for 18 and going out of bounds.
I told you he had a cape.
Yes, he was running right that time too. Tebow flushed out of the pocket, keeps his feet, keeps his composure, and finds Keyston Moore. First down, Gators. Tebow, Marcus running right.
He just jumped over a tall building with a single bound.
First of 2 rushing touchdowns on the day at 21-6. Now Tebow finding the former quarterback Cornelius Ingram.
Just a fine throw. The question you ask, can he take that pound in the SEC week after week and still throw the ball as accurately as he has?
He threw for 299 yards. That was very accurate. Right to Eric Berry of Tennessee, the freshman.
That had to be a missed route. That was supposed to be a stop route. The guy kept going. He threw it to the spot that Tennessee was at.
Well, Eric Berry, who was beaten by Cooper for the touchdown, gets the balls back in it at 28-20. But remember Eric Ainge and that pinky problem? The handing off with the wrong hand, apparently to protect that. Fumble, Dustin Doe, scoop, score, Florida up 35-20, and they would never look back. Later in the third, Tebow from his own end zone, Percy Harvin, this thing almost went end to end.
And this is a big-time play. When you're backed up, most teams that you're going to run the ball, a great job of throwing the ball vertically with Tim Tebow.
Reverse!
It's a little different play when you reverse it to Percy Harvin.
Harvin, 195 total yards. The Gators win going away, 59-20. Accident on the freeway or watching Johnny Knoxville do some kind of face plant that you want to tell your friends about around the water cooler or see on the internet someplace. Oh, Jimmy lost the ball. Jimmy's going into shock. Jimmy doesn't like the fumble. He does. Michigan gets it up 3-0, and Mike Hart with a Pontiac game-changing nominee. Hart guaranteed victory, and Hart was ready to deliver. And Notre Dame, a picture of ineptitude in the first half, Mayday. Really pretty much a whole game on offense.
And Michigan was all over their mistakes and capitalized on all of their mistakes. And you look at right here, Mike Hart said that he would win this game and Michigan would win it, and he fouls Jake Long right there, bounces to the outside, scores.
Chad Henne missing the game with a lower leg injury, so the big freshman Ryan Mallett played quite well. He found Adrian Arrington there. Michigan 38-0. Mr. Guarantee came through.
When I guaranteed the victory, it wasn't out of disrespect towards Notre Dame at all. You know, it was to fire myself up and fire this team up. I have great respect for Notre Dame, and so during the week it was just something to keep me focused. And I knew coming into the game I was going to perform.
Obviously, I'm embarrassed by that performance out there. As I always do, I'll take full accountability and responsibility for our team playing like that. But the bottom line is we're really not getting good at anything, and the only way we can fix it is by starting training camp, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. We will not be watching the tape. Okay, we will not be having meetings on this game. We will be practicing tomorrow. That's what we will be doing.
38 points matches the largest margin of victory ever in the series. Michigan 38-0. Tyrone Willingham's second year. This in Charlie Weis's third year. You see all of the offense or the lack thereof. They still haven't scored an offensive touchdown. They still have negative rushing yards for the year. Auburn had won 23 of its last 26 SEC games, taking on Mississippi State. Brandon Cox with the Bulldogs already up 3-0. Hits Cole Bennett right in the hands, but Derek McGee's takes it the other way. One of 5 turnovers for Auburn, Mark.
And a nice job by McGee's keeping his eyes on the ball after it's tipped in the air and finishing off the play for a score for Mississippi State.
Auburn down 13-0. The freshman Cody Burns had replaced Brandon Cox at quarterback, and Ben Tate takes the ball and scores. Auburn surged on top 14-13. Same score fourth quarter, 5.5 to go. Coach Christian Dupree.
Nice run there. Good blocking up front, but also a missed tackle.
PAT not successful for State. Brandon Cox came back in, led a late drive. His 4th and goal pass falls to the turf, and Sly Kroom does it again, 19-14. Cal and Louisiana Tech. You know how Deshaun Jackson usually makes a big play on kicks?
Yeah.
Kick returns, usually punt returns. Well, it's not Deshaun. This time it's Lavelle Hawkins. Opening kickoff, 90 yards, he houses it. A lot of speed on that Cal team, Lou.
That's the first time I've seen a long kickoff return where he didn't even have to beat one tackle when untouched.
Justin Forsett, another huge game. 152 yards, 3 touchdowns, including this one. Deshaun Jackson just had 28 yards total. Offense, kick returns, the whole works. Didn't matter. The sturdy Golden Bears, people still living in the trees close to their stadium, went 42-12. They've got propane tanks or something in those trees. Utah, what was this? Wow. Utah was averaging 9 points a game. They almost hang half 100 on UCLA.
But it's a different team every week, and that's why you play the game. You have no idea. That's what makes college football great.
And Washington, the senator, Jim Tressel, he was locked in a filibuster until Larry Grant comes in there and blocks a field goal attempt. Washington had the lead. Look at the senator taking the floor, and on the ensuing drive, Todd Beckman, Brian Robisky gone.
Well, he got excited because he knew the next play we're going to take the lead.
And they did. 4 catches, 107 yards for Robisky. Then on the ensuing kickoff, the freshman Curtis Shaw, Mark.
Oh, Curtis Shaw's going to take this ball right up the middle, but that ball must be riveted to your rib cage, young man.
Points of pressure, Lou. Gotta have it secured.
There's no doubt about it. Sometime I'd let you do that dissertation on protecting the football.
We'll let you do it sometime, maybe on the big play. Beanie Wells had a big enough play, 135 yards. Buckeyes roll away 33-14. Fresno State and Oregon. Oregon after thumping Michigan. Fresno maybe out of gas after that triple overtime affair with Texas A&M. Certainly Fresno didn't have the gas or the stuff to tackle Jonathan Stewart. Oregon up 7-0. Dennis Dixon, Jeremiah Johnson, Oregon going up 21-6. And then Jonathan Stewart, who had 165 yards and averaged nearly 10 yards per carry, going to show his speed, Mark.
And it's a nice job. He goes to the left. Look at the blocking on the left. Great cutoffs on the right side, and he just houses it right up the middle of the field. No one can catch him. 88 yards for the score for Oregon.
Another 52 for Oregon. Texas taking on UCF, the University of Central Florida, and Colt McCoy is a Heisman hopeful. Colt McCoy been struggling with picks. It's 23-17, and McCoy is picked off by Joe Burnett. McCoy 31 of 48, 252. It's the only interception he threw on the day. Kyle Israel scoring, and the debut of Bright House Network Stadium, UCF on campus for the first time ever. They had the lead on Texas. They gave it up 29-24, and then Israel gave up the ball. Marcus Griffin got a good roll and got on it, Mayday.
And I don't know, taking a look at that on the replay, I don't know if he had possession of that. But it doesn't matter because Jamal Charles takes the next carry, bumps it in the middle, takes it to the outside, takes it down the sidelines, and scores.
Ran away from the Pontiac game-changing nominee Font. 35-24 television terms, snuck into the middle of the highlight. Charles finding tacklers and then putting the ball on the ground himself. Now in a 35-24 game, Israel firing. Kamar Aiken, touchdown. UCF still in it, just over a half minute to go. Israel on the 2-point conversion, trying to get the Knights within a field goal. Aiken again, 35-32. Now you get the onside kick. It's just like the Arkansas State game, the opener for Texas. But Brandon Foster had a pick 6 in this game. Comes up, gets the onside kick, 35-32. Texas hangs on. Boston College and Georgia Tech. Second quarter, BC up 7-0. Ryan to Brandon Robinson.
Just a great throw. Matt Ryan's having an incredible year and sort of been under the radar a little bit, but not after this game.
Robinson with a spectacular catch. He got both feet down. That's a touchdown in the league.
That counts for 2 in the NFL, but you look at the running back, L.B. Whitworth right here, Coach. Great blocking. He's going to slash it, takes it in for the score.
Boston College hammering Georgia Tech on Grant Field. Taylor Bennett, the 24-10 game, trying to find James Johnson. Can't do it. BC is 3-0 in the ACC, open with 3 straight conference games. They won't play another until late October, but they're off to a great start. Ohio U and Virginia Tech, the Fighting Soliches, trying to keep Frank Beamer from joining the 200 Victory Club. Kenny Lewis is gone, and Hokies were struggling. This was deep in the first half. Maybe a little LSU hangover, but it's tied at 7. Tyrod Taylor, the freshman, quarterback draw. Virginia Tech, 28-7. Beamer does indeed join that 200 Victory Club. That did Jim Tressel on the day. Ryan Perrilloux, quarterbacking for LSU. Matt Flynn has that gimpy ankle. He hurt against Virginia Tech. Good chance to get Perrilloux some work. Good chance for Perilou to throw a touchdown pass, and Perilou would do plenty of that.
Reverse!
Brandon LaFell, plenty of speed. LaFell, touchdown. LSU cruises over the Blue Raiders 44-0. South Carolina State against the head ball coach. South Carolina is going to go play LSU next week. Cleveland McCoy picked off by Nathan Pepperell, 290 pounds, gets in the end zone at Williams-Brice. South Carolina would win it 38-3. Blake Mitchell throwing for 3 touchdowns. Utah State and Oklahoma, Sooners up 38-3. DeMarco Murray, who someone said was going to have a really good year, averaged 25 yards a carry today.
And he was amazing in this game. And not only that, look at this run. Gets tremendous blocking, knows how to foul his blockers, but he's going to leg it out 92 yards for the score.
4 carries, 100 yards at 92 help. Sam Bradford threw for 3 more touchdowns. Sooners roll big. The Citadel and Wisconsin. Bielema and the Badgers in the all reds. Durant Lawson looking for Tony Cooper. And, you know, the Citadel, their check was $25,000 more than the one App State got from Michigan, and they were being rude guests just like the Mountaineers were. But the Wisconsin Winnebago goes in for his 4th rushing touchdown, Lou.
He was just too big and strong and powerful for Citadel, 1AA, but Citadel played awfully well.
And PJ showing the good hands, caught a touchdown pass as well. 45-31. Badgers give up a lot of points. They get the win. Buffalo and Penn State. Anthony Morelli, Andrew Quarles. Penn State started sluggishly, perhaps a sandwich game, post Notre Dame, pre-Michigan. Then Morelli would find Jordan Norwood.
Terrific protection up front. Anthony Morelli hangs in the pocket. But look at this catch by Norwood. It gets flipped in the air. Watch it again. Velcro on the fingertips. Reese Davis.
That's got to be on your Mayday plays of the week.
Oh, you have to watch SportsCenter in the morning to see that one.
Hey, that ball hit the ground. I don't want to spoil things. Don't you think?
Next play.
Norfolk State and Rutgers. Ray Rice didn't get 100 yards, did get 3 touches. 59-0. Rutgers beat Norfolk State. Furman and Clemson. Cullen Harper counted for 3 touchdowns. He's got 10 touchdowns and 92 career attempts. No Clemson quarterback's been better. Tyler Grissom scoring there as the Tigers roll. Western Carolina and Georgia. Hunker down one more time, you guys. Matthew Stafford, Thomas Brown, and then Stafford would find Sean Bailey. Effective, efficient performance for Stafford and the Dogs.
Very nice, but it was against Western Carolina.
This is true. 45-16. International. So Mario Cristobal takes over Florida International. Randy Shannon in charge of Miami as the two get together again. And the youngster Greg Cooper goes right up the middle. Cooper making Miami take a 7-0 lead, and then Kyle Wright, who's back in at quarterback, finding a wide open Lance Leggett for 80. Finally, a big play for the Canes, Mayday.
And a nice job putting enough air into the ball. Lance Leggett waits on the ball. Nice stiff arm there. He'll take it in 80 yards for the score.
Miami beats Florida International 23-9, all sportsmanlike as well. Florida International, by the way, lost 15 in a row, nation's longest loser. Virginia and North Carolina, Algrove. A 16-7 game. Here's Chris Gold lining up and attempting the field goal. Told me it's leather, high enough, long enough, good. No, the Zebras say it's not good. Algrove says, oh, come on. My hat's crooked, but I can still see that. So he challenges the play. They take it upstairs and look. Oh, the officials are right on it, but Lou, they missed it.
Neither one of them is looking at the ball.
Yeah, they're right there. What are you looking at? Good. Officiating often comes in pieces for some reason, so that would be a good piece of officiating. Butch Davis displeased. There would be a reason, because at that point it was 19-7, now in a 22-14 game. TJ Yates finds Richard Quinn, and now Carolina needs 2 points to tie. What if that field goal had been no good? They'd already be ahead. But Yates has his pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Algrove, good piece of coaching to challenge the kick. Now who? Battle for the Cy-Hawk Trophy. Iowa and Iowa State. Gene Chiswick's career gotten off to a miserable start. Hawkeyes were up by 1 on the Cyclones until Brett Culbertson toe meets leather, high enough, long enough. Cyclones have the lead with just a tick or two remaining on the clock. On the kickoff, Daryl Johnson-Koulianos would run for quite some time. He's got to pitch the ball, guys. Pitch it. Pitch it. Don't let him tackle you. Game's over. Or just run for a touchdown. Koulianos, pitch it, pitch it, pitch it, pitch it, too late. The Cyclones do it to the Hawkeyes again. 15-13, Chiswick's first win. That's one that'll buy him some credibility around Ames. And Michigan State beats Pittsburgh 17-13.
Games against the Pac-10, got Arizona in 05, Cal and Oregon in 03. Let's see how they do here against UCLA. They won all 8 meetings in this series, most recently a 21-point win last year. Utah quarterback Tommy Grady, second career start. Marcus Wilson scores there. The Utes strike early, go up 7-0. These two teams have not met in Provo, Spain, since 1974. Ben Olsen, the Marcus Everett, yes! Olsen thinks it's a touchdown. Let's take another look at the turning point in the game. Johnson strips the ball, and instead, no touchdown. It's out of the back of the end zone. Touchback. Johnson also had 2 interceptions on the day. Fourth quarter, Utes are thrashing the Bruins. Look out, Ben Olsen. Terrell Cole with the big hit, and the Utes win.
24 Hawaii looking for its first 3-0 start in 15 years. In doing the pregame haka at UNLV, they were not penalized. Colt Brennan maybe should have been for overuse of hair products. Second quarter, Brennan, look at him scramble. Ryan Grice Mullen in the back corner. It's 21-7 Warriors. Third quarter, Brennan, you know, he's a thrower, but he ran for 3 scores Saturday. That's why he's a Heisman hopeful, up 28-7. Later in the third, he goes back to throwing. Only 298 passing yards, though, snapping his streak of 14 straight 300-yard passing games. Hawaii rolls in Vegas 49-14.
Boston head coach Ted Roof and his Blue Devils looking to snap their 22-game losing streak, the longest in the nation. Fourth quarter, Northwestern down 20-14 with 51 seconds left. This is the game. Check out C.J. Boucher. He's smart. He goes Northwestern. He fakes a pass, even though he's well past line of scrimmage. Fakes a lateral. First and goal for Northwestern after 2 incompletions. Third and goal. Boucher under pressure. Team down by 6. No. One more chance. Fourth and goal. Great coverage here by Glenn Williams of Duke. And Duke wins 20-14, snapping their 22-game losing streak. Let's wrap up the day in college football with College Game Day.